it was this corner that I thought, this is a little bit too rough of an edge. So I'm going to group it all together. And now it has this somewhat flat part. Tinkercad saves everything into a cloud, and so you don't need to be saving constantly. It's just constantly doing that. Unfortunately, that means you do need to have an internet connection. But the last thing before we kind of do just open design is up here at the upper left. This is called a Brave Biggery Santina. Tinkercad loves giving silly names to things. I'm going to go up here. I'm just going to click it once, and I'm going to type in dog building dog example, right? Dog example. You can go up. I think Aiden, you're building Steve, so you could type in Aiden Steve or Steve up there. But now you have all the basic tools to start designing your own things. I think next I'm going to build some legs. But does anyone have any questions or?
Yeah, can you duplicate shapes?
Yes, absolutely. So what I find best to duplicate is I'm going to bring this leg up here. I'm going to figure out the size that I like for it. That's a little bit too big, so I'm gonna I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. But you see how I just have one leg? Well, the dog in the example didn't have one leg, it had four. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a keyboard shortcut. So while I have this selected, and I know it's selected when I have all that stuff, I'm going to hold down Control on my keyboard, and then I'm going to tap C once. And then while holding down Control on my keyboard, I'm going to tap V once. Control C stands for copy. Control V stands for very close to C. The reason why you only want to tap V once, I can hold down Control and it doesn't hurt anything. But if you hold down Control and don't just tap V and just keep holding it down, it's going to make more copies than you want, right? This dog doesn't have this many legs. So now I have to either undo or go in and delete stuff. But yes, you can copy using Control C and Control V. Great question. I think I made about 1,000 copies in here. I'm going to undo.
Hey, students, are any of you willing to show us what you've created so far?
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
Cool. Very cool.
Oh, just that looks awesome. You can tell it's a Steve.
No, I'm working on the hair.
So you're actually working off of a tablet and not a computer.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Tinkercad was talking about functionality with tablets, but we haven't gotten ours to work at the lab. But that was back in January, so I'm glad that they've updated it now that you can do it on a tablet. That's really slick.
Does anyone else want to show theirs?
I guess so. I just have to show you like that because like.
Oh, wait, cool. Hold that up one more time. Oh, that's so cool.
I still need to work on like the tail and the ears and the face and.
Wow.
I love it.
You guys are good at this.
I used it in 4th grade before because our teacher wanted to do a project with us. I haven't used it in a long time.
So what project did you use it for?
We made our own buildings.
Very cool. That looks awesome. Dayani, do you want to share?
This is what I have so far.
Cool. Oh my gosh.
Wow, Dayani, that's
so
awesome.
Cool.
You got some skills, Diani.
put on the top.
Yeah. That's so cool.
The bird feet are super impressive.
It looks like they had to one up you, Ben.
Yes. So again, I want to stress how much I just love using this. Sometimes I'll go in here just to prototype how different things will be laid out, or if I want to do stuff. I know this is kind of a lame story, but I recently have moved apartments, and so I actually measured out my apartment and all of my stuff, and I was seeing what my apartment would look like in 3D and just kind of laying stuff out. So it can be used for 3D printing, for animation, for just personal stuff as well. I've seen students use it if they just have any free time in the class. They're just like, oh yeah, this just seems like fun. So whatever you can think of, probably you can do in here.
Very cool. Thank you so much, Ben, for today's session.
Yeah. Does anyone have any questions or concerns or any other things that they wanted to go over?
How do you save?
This all saves to the cloud. If you want to go back out and see what your other designs are, again, this saves automatically. I highly recommend changing the name to something that you like. But if you want to go back out to your main designs, where it says Tinkercad in the rainbow blocks in the upper left, you can click that. It'll take you back to your Tinkercad kind of homepage, and then you can click on your design, and it should save every single thing that you've done.
One of my projects is called Stunning Bruticus.
Yeah, Tinkercad loves giving silly names to stuff, which is great.
All right, can we give a virtual round of applause to Ben? Thank you so much.
Thank you all.